Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I am looking at is the Sixpoint Resin. Sixpoint Brewery is out of Brooklyn, New York. They've been around since 2004 and have expanded. They also brew out of Parkesburg, Pennsylvania and Downingtown, Pennsylvania now. This beer is a double IPA, clocking in at 9.1% alcohol by volume, 103 IBUs. This is definitely more of a West Coast style IPA. It is part of, well, it says year round. So this is a year round offering from Sixpoint. One of the first beers, I believe, that they ever brewed, if not the first beer. It is considered by many to be one of the best representations of a West Coast IPA. And let's see, the date, Best by date, March 28th of 2021. So very fresh. I'm guessing that Sixpoint puts a 6 month, I think they have a 6 month shelf life for the beers like this, because we are in October now, and the Best By date is way out March 28th, 2021. And being that this is 103 IBUs, I mean, that's very, very high. Probably, as a matter of fact, the highest IBU beer that I've ever had. The Hop Stupid from Lagunitas is 102 IBUs for you. This is 103. So this is the highest IBU beer that I've ever had, or it will be once I drink it here. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm very excited about Sixpoint coming to Georgia. I'm also very excited about the Braves playing today, Game 6 of the NLCS Championship Series. If we win today, we're going to the World Series. So go Braves. Got to support them and wear my Braves gear here. So here's your pour. Looks like a West Coast IPA. It's clear. It's deep golden. Lots of streaming bubbles going up the glass. A one finger white frothy head. The aroma. Dank. Resinous. Slightly piney. A little bit of bready malt character coming through once you get through the initial hop burst, aroma burst. Grapefruit is probably the main fruit component that I'm getting from the hops, which is typical of West Coast style IPAs. Piney character, grapefruit, resinous qualities with the beer itself. So I'm definitely getting all of that on the aroma. It definitely smells like a traditional West Coast type IPA. And 9.1%, it does say on the back of the label. There's two eyes there. Because this is 9.1%, this is classified as a double IPA. It smells absolutely outstanding for the style. I mean, it smells like it's going to be a hell of a West Coast IPA. Reminds me a little bit of the Voodoo Ranger series from New Belgium, their Imperial IPA, which is 9%. This is 9.1, so right along the same lines as that beer. I'm picking up on pretty much the same aroma. It smells very similar to the Imperial IPA from New Belgium Voodoo Ranger series, like I just mentioned. So it smells like a winner. Let's go ahead and get into it. Cheers, guys. Okay. Very, very bitter, very resinous right up front, dank. Getting the grapefruit, you're getting that dank, almost skunky type quality. This is very drying. It's actually relatively light bodied for as high alcohol and as high as the IBUs are. It's hoppy, it's resinous, it's bitter, it's fruity with the grapefruit notes, but it's not a heavy beer, which is scary at 9.1% ABV. Nice bready malt character in the middle of the sip to balance out that initial hop surge that you get. A little bit of caramel sweetness as well. Kind of cut through the bitterness as well in the middle of the sip. So nice bready malt and caramel notes in the middle of the sip to balance out that initial hop explosion that you're getting. Very, very dry finish. It drops off super quick, probably because of all the hopping, and it's not a thick or heavy bodied beer. So it drops off really quick on the finish. It's super drying. It does have some lingering bitterness, which kind of keeps the mouth dry. It makes you want to go back in for another sip. But at the same time, when you take that sip, it just keeps building. That bitterness keeps building. So this is definitely one of those beers that's going to be excellent for people that love the West Coast style IPAs. Borderline palate wrecker, because when you get done with the 12 ounces of this, that bitterness just keeps building and building and building and just sucks all the life out of your cheeks and leaves you with a really parched mouth with lingering bitterness. So chances are, one and done with this, you'll want to move on to something else. But it doesn't take away from the awesomeness of this beer. It's just not one that you would want to drink a lot of. It does go down pretty easily, though. Look at the nice glass lacing and the little head retention that's left behind. This is an outstanding beer. Probably one of the best West Coast IPAs that I've ever had. It's probably a little bit better than the New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. Maybe a little bit more balanced between the malt and the hops. It is more hoppy, though. The lingering bitterness is more with this than with the Imperial IPA from New Belgium, but it's more in line with the style, I guess. Because ultimately, all the stuff that I'm getting that I wouldn't necessarily want a lot of, that's what the style is. So it's, I mean, it's, the extreme bitterness, the lingering bitterness, the resinous qualities, all of that's what you're supposed to get with this. And although it's not my favorite style, I can appreciate what this beer is, and I'm going to give it a 99 out of 100. It's a world-class West Coast style double IPA. This is the standard. I mean, this is it right here. Lagunitas Hop Stupid, the New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA, those are right there with this one, but this one's a little bit above those, I think. It's obviously higher in the IBU count, so it's more heavily hopped. So you're getting a ton of hop character. This is a super fresh can as well, so it's really hit me even harder. If you age it for a few months, I mean, if I was to be drinking this right before the Best By date, if I was drinking this in March of 2021, maybe some of the bitterness and some of the hop intensity would have mellowed out a little bit, but it would still be, pretty impactful on my palate. But either way, I'm going to go with a 99 out of 100. This is a world-class West Coast style double IPA from Sixpoint Brewery out of Brooklyn, New York. They are expanding their distribution. Like I said, I just now am able to get some of their stuff here in Georgia. So look for their beers in your area. If you haven't had a Sixpoint beer and would like to try one, the Resin would be good. The Mind Control, any of their standard offerings. If you like IPAs, I don't really think you can go wrong with Sixpoint beers. So all that being said, that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And until next time, everybody. Cheers.